Well, it depends on where you're located. Number one, if you're going to get any kind of tax incentive, in order to get that, you have to be in what is called an economic revitalization area. So that's number one. We have to make sure you're there. If not, we could include that in that area into an ERA. Once that isn't an ERA, you can come to our Tax Abatement Review Committee, which is located here at City Hall. They will review your application, as will the Economic Development Corporation, and then that goes to the full council. Depending on the number of jobs you create and things of that nature, how many years you would qualify for. Currently, we are in the process of declaring our downtown an economic revitalization area, or a target area, where we can actually offer people downtown. If you buy some of our older buildings and you start fixing them up, we can give you an abatement on the increase that you have spent on the building. So if you put $20,000 into the building, we can give you a tax abatement on the $20,000 investment. And the number of years, again, would be up to our Tax Abatement Review Committee and City Council. Those are available. If it's in a historic district like we're trying to look at downtown, there are historic district tax credits that you can qualify for as well. So one of the big incentives, though, that we need to give, and it has nothing to do with the dollars and cents of abatements and things of that nature, is to get our town looking as best it can for new development. We create new jobs because of that. Then the incentive you now have is we've made Peru more attractive for people to come here, and they in turn will come to your stores and they will buy product from you, which helps your business. So the biggest incentive that I would like to see is that we grow Peru, get the economy going as best we can. We know there's some other things nationally that we don't have any control over, but do what we can locally, make it attractive to business expansion, and those incentives will take care of themselves. Well, right now we know that a lot of people are disappointed that Miller Pool had to close, and the problem there was the repairs were too costly, and we looked at the data over the last few years. People were not using Miller Pool like they once used to. We were losing a lot of money every year, plus the repairs on it meant that we would have to cut something else someplace else in order to make those repairs. So with the absence of Miller Pool being up there, we are now looking at a water park along the riverfront on the walkway. And so we're in the beginning stages of that. We have looked at a few of these water parks, and we hope to be able to find funding so that we can do that. Do not have a time frame at this point, but we are very seriously looking at the opportunity to build a water park for our kids along the riverfront walkway. We still want to make improvements to the park system. We are going through all of our parks. Superintendent Kenny Binge is doing a great job with that, and so we will continue to have opportunities for them to go use our park system for recreation. We're cleaning up some of the basketball courts, but I think the big thing is going to be the water park, and I think everybody's going to really enjoy that.
Now you said it's going to be on the waterfront. Is it going to be like near the walkway, or?
Be right along the walkway. If you go just west of where the pavilions are at, or just west of Miami's Fort, the little playground area, it'll be in that area right there. Yes, at one time, it's been a few years ago, a gentleman did come into town. He had a company, and he was looking at a possible site to locate and bring up to 150 jobs with him. And so through the talks that we had and the talks he had with others, he thought Peru was going to be the right fit. And we thought we had a deal struck. And he said, well, he wanted to get back with us, and he would get with us after he did a couple of other things that evening. What he did that evening was he went around the community. And he went to one store here in our community and asked where he could go to get a good meal. And the lady told him, there's nothing good in our community, there's no good restaurants, so your best bet is to leave town and go get something someplace else. He then went to another place to have a cup of coffee and listen to the conversations of tables near him. All of them were finding fault with the community, nothing was good, and not one positive thing was said. He then went into our downtown area and just talking to people on the street. Not one person said one good thing about our community. They found fault with everything. So after a couple of weeks, we hadn't heard from him, and I called him up and I said, you know, I'm not trying to hurry a decision from you, but if there's any other information you need, I'd be more than happy to help you, and so we can get you located in our community. And he said, Jim, I'm not coming, and here's why. He told me the stories of the people that he had met, and he said, those are the people that could be my potential employees, and I don't want people like that working for me. I want positive people working for a positive company. So I'm coming there because I didn't think that I could find enough people in the community that had the right attitude to do a good job for my company. Therefore, I'm taking the jobs and going to another community where people are more optimistic about what's going on in their hometown. So those jobs were lost. Nothing against what the people in our community and economic development and all the others that get involved. No fault with them. He said it was just the attitude that drove him out.
You know